Hi there and welcome. If you're feeling like you already need to hit the family reset button, trust me, you are not the only one. Over the next few minutes, we are going to uncover a simple, powerful secret for the perfect family escape, and it might just surprise you. So let me just ask you this. The kids are back in school, the routine is in full swing, but does it already feel a little hectic? You know, that endless cycle of school runs, homework battles, and after-school clubs? Yeah, if you're nodding along right now, I get it. You're definitely not alone.
But what if there was a simple, kind of counterintuitive solution to all that back-to-school frenzy? Well, that's what we're here for. We're going to unlock the secret to the perfect family reset, and it's a real gem that's been hiding in plain sight all along. And the answer is a September coastal trip. Now, I know what you might be thinking. September? With school just starting? But honestly, stick with me on this one. We're about to break down why this is one of the smartest, most rewarding times you can pick for a family getaway.
Okay, just for a second, picture a summer holiday. You know the scene, right? Packed beaches where you can barely find a spot for your towel, crazy long queues for an ice cream, and those peak season prices that make your wallet cry. Now wipe that slate clean. Imagine the exact same beautiful coast, but in September. Suddenly, the crowds are gone, you've got these wide open, quiet shores, the attractions are relaxed, you get all the good stuff with none of the stress. And it's not just about having more elbow room on the beach either. I mean, the weather, it's often perfect. Still warm enough for a paddle, but mild enough that you're not sweating buckets while exploring. Hotels and cottages drop their rates, which is a massive relief for the family budget. Plus, it's just the perfect excuse for a quick weekend break, something that doesn't feel like a huge cross-country mission. It's a win-win-win. All right, so we've established September is the perfect time to go, but where do you go? Let's dive into 5 incredible UK spots that are just perfect for a family adventure this time of year.
First up, we've got to talk about Cornwall. If your family has that adventurous spirit and you're dreaming of dramatic cliffs and golden sandy beaches, this is your playground. What's so cool about Cornwall is the sheer variety. I mean, one day you can be exploring these giant, otherworldly biomes at the Eden Project, and the very next you're stepping into the legend of King Arthur at Tintagel Castle, literally perched on a cliff edge. And of course, you can always finish the day with a surf lesson at a place like Perranporth. It's just non-stop active fun.
Okay, next up, let's head over to the completely different vibe of the Norfolk coast. Think huge, wide open spaces, massive skies. This is a place to go if you just want to breathe deep and reconnect with nature. Okay, the absolute highlight here, and you just have to do this, is a boat trip out to see the seals near Blockney. Seriously, hearing hundreds of them on the shore, that's a memory the kids will be talking about forever. And then there's Bewilderwood. It's not just an adventure park. It's like you've literally walked into a magical storybook with tree houses and zip wires. It's incredible.
All right, for our third spot, let's talk about Devon. This is a county that really gives you the best of both worlds. You've got that lush, green countryside meeting this absolutely stunning coastline. The variety here is just fantastic. You could spend a morning with all the amazing animals at Peyton Zoo, and then in the afternoon hop on a real steam train that chugs right along the coast. Or you could just get lost wandering the super charming cobbled streets of Clovelly. This village is literally built into a cliffside. So cool.
Destination number 4, the Isle of Wight. This is a place where the adventure starts before you even get there.
You know, that little ferry ride over, it's genius because it instantly makes the whole trip feel like a proper expedition. The kids love it. And once you're on the island, it is just a playground. You've got the classic clifftop thrills at Blackgang Chine, which is actually the UK's oldest amusement park, or you can go fossil hunting on the beach after a visit to the amazing Dinosaur Isle Museum.
And last but not least, number 5. If you're after a blast of pure energy and fun, we have to talk about Brighton. For a seaside trip that's buzzing and super easy to get to, this is the one. Brighton just has this awesome vibe, you know? It's this perfect mix of classic seaside fun and a really cool city feel. You can easily lose hours on the famous Palace Pier, then go explore an underwater world at Sea Life, which, fun fact, is the world's oldest operating aquarium, and then jump on the historic Volks Electric Railway right along the seafront. It's just a whirlwind of good times.
Okay, hopefully you're feeling a bit inspired now, but let's make this feel totally doable. Planning a quick trip shouldn't be another chore on your list. So here's a super simple guide to make it happen stress-free.
Right, this is your 5-step stress-free plan. First, choose your activities wisely.
mixing the big adventures with some actual downtime, right? You want to come home feeling refreshed, not like you need another holiday. Second, pack for all weather. We all know how British weather can be, so layers are your best friend. Third, try to book your accommodation a little early, because the best family-friendly places still get snapped up. Fourth, travel smart. Pick somewhere that's just a few hours drive away to keep the "are we there yet" chorus to a minimum. And finally, and this is the most important one, be flexible. Let things go. Let the kids take the lead sometimes. That's usually where the real magic is hiding.
So why bother with all this? Because honestly, a short trip like this is so much more than just a weekend away. It can make a huge, lasting difference for your family, especially right when you need it most.
First off, it's about that pure, uninterrupted quality time. Think about it. When was the last time you were all together with no screens, no chores, none of that daily grind? These shared experiences, whether they're big or small, are the glue that strengthens those family bonds.
And it's also just about hitting a giant pause button on all the stress. There is something so calming about being by the sea, isn't there? That fresh air, the sound of the waves, it helps everyone, parents and kids, just to recharge and come back ready for anything.
And really, this is what it's all about. This is the big payoff. It's creating memories. You know, even the shortest little trip, that silly thing that happened on the beach, that amazing view you found by accident, those become the stories your family tells for years and years.
So, with all that said, it really just leaves one question. Thinking about all these incredible places, from the wild coasts of Cornwall to the buzzing piers of Brighton, where will your family go to make its next memory?